Hi there, my name is Andrew Chandler, and I'm currently a senior athletic training student that just finished up internship. Today I'm going to be discussing my internship that I completed at South County High School. So a little bit about South County High School. Well, first, it is located in Lorton, Virginia, which is in Northern Virginia, specifically in Fairfax County. It is the southernmost high school located within Fairfax County. It has 2,122 students. It is 6A member school. They compete in the Patriot Conference, and their mascot is the Stallions. So some of the staff that I directly worked with was Leah Conti, who is the Director of Student Activities, which is in Fairfax County another term for being the athletic director. And then there's my supervisor, Dave Legow, who's the head athletic trainer. He is also an alumni of the College of Charleston and the Citadel, and he previously worked in the Major League Soccer system. Then his assistant is Rachel Hurlbert, who is an alumni of the Longwood Athletic Training Program and a former South County High School intern. So here we have a list of the sports that are covered by the South County Sports Medicine staff. So in your fall sports, you have football, cheerleading, field hockey, volleyball, cross country, and boys and girls golf. In the winter, you have boys and girls basketball, gymnastics, indoor track, boys and girls swim and dive, and wrestling, which is co-ed. And for the spring sports, you have baseball, JV and varsity, softball, JV varsity, boys lacrosse, girls lacrosse, outdoor track, crew, and tennis. So now here's a little bit about the sports medicine facility or athletic training facility at South County High School. So in the top left picture, that is the taping and wound care area. As you can see, there are two high tables that we specifically use for taping and wound care. In the bottom right corner, that is the stationary bike stations and our stretching area. So again, here's some more pictures of the athletic training facility at South County. So in the top left, we have 3 full evaluation and treatment tables. There is the ice machine located in the middle right section of the picture. And we also have game ready and electrical stimulation units as well. Now for the bottom right, that is the rehab area that's located inside the athletic training room. In this rehab area, we have a mini trampoline, physio balls, also known as exercise balls, AirX pads, TRX suspension system, and various other therapeutic exercise equipment that could be beneficial for the student athletes. Overall, South County's athletic training room is much larger and better equipped than some of the other schools that are located in Fairfax County. So next I'm going to discuss the athletic fields or facilities that the student athletes participate on and the sports medicine staff cover on. So in the top left, in the bottom section of the picture, we have what is called the stadium. So this is where football and then boys and girls soccer and boys and girls lacrosse are played. Not too many practices are held on this field, as it is typically a game day field, but some practices do happen sporadically throughout the seasons. So in the top portion of that same picture is what's known as the track and the secondary turf field. So on this field is typically where field hockey is played and boys and girls lacrosse can practice. As you can see around the green turf field, there's a track, which is where outdoor track typically has their practices, as well as some occasional meets throughout the season. In the bottom right section of this slide, there's a picture of the Stallion Basketball Center. So this is where boys and girls basketball is played and as well as practiced, and the volleyball team also plays and practices here as well. In the picture, it is set up for basketball, but the hoops can be raised up to the ceiling and volleyball nets can be installed into the floor for volleyball to be practiced and played. Now we have what's called the activities bubble. So the inside of this facility is marked for activities such as floor hockey and soccer, but is typically used for other activities such as physical education classes and indoor practices when the weather is inclement. For this year, it was almost exclusively used by the crew teams for indoor practice when they could not practice out on the water due to inclement weather. So while at South County, I did get to complete the normal experiences with the everyday task of administration, treatment, injury rehabilitation, injury prevention, and so forth of all the student athletes at South County. These students at South County ranged all the way from freshman students, who were typically around the age of 14, all the way to seniors, who were roughly 18 to 19 years old. Likewise, with those experiences, I also got to experience some unique aspects of the athletic training profession that you cannot typically get at every location of which you are looking to do an internship at. One of the unique experiences that I got while on my internship at South County was dry needling. So dry needling is not to be confused with acupuncture. They use the same style needles that are inserted into the body for therapeutic uses, but they are vastly different. So dry needling was completed by my supervisor on myself, as he is trained in dry needling techniques. And dry needling techniques are typically used to relieve muscle tightness, soreness, and can even release hard trigger points that are hard to get out otherwise. As I stated before, dry needling is sometimes compared to acupuncture, but again, they are two very different approaches. So acupuncture itself uses traditional Chinese medicine ideas. These ideas include qi and body meridians, where dry needling is solely focused on the musculoskeletal physiology of the body. So as seen in these pictures, I received a needling treatment for a tight calf. So this was used on the gastrocnemius and soleus muscles. The needles were inserted into various trigger points to relieve tension that was located within this musculature. Compared to how it looks, this treatment was not painful whatsoever. The needles were inserted and removed from the body within 5 minutes. As you can see also around the needle insertion points, there are cupping marks. That was completed by my supervisor as part of his technique as a way to get blood flow to the area. Not all dry needling experts complete this, but it was his approach to the incident. So another unique experience that involves dry needling itself. This is called needle e-stim, or needle stim for short. Again, you have the cupping marks around the needle insertion points, but the thought behind needle stim compared to regular padded epidermis e-stim is that the needles are inserted into the body and they act as a direct line in the musculature that is being treated. A pro of needle stim when compared to typical topical e-stim is that the parameters can be more finely tuned compared to each other, which allows for a more accurate treatment when using needle stim, as the needles are inserted directly into the body. Thus, ultimately, you get the effects of dry needling with the effect of electrical stimulation in one treatment session, which can save time. So overall, would I do it again? I absolutely would. I loved being at South County. Overall, being the athletic training student intern at South County was everything that I could have asked for and more. South County is a great internship site if you want to be challenged and truly understand your strengths and weaknesses in the athletic training practice, and even outside of athletic training, as it gives you a good grip on life skills. The sports medicine staff, as well as the athletic staff, were very kind, welcoming individuals that welcomed me into the school with open arms. They also made every day very interesting. As an intern, you are given a lot of freedom to act in your own way. But with that being said, likewise, you will be challenged on your approach and introduced to new ideas that may ultimately challenge your approach to a specific practice. This is good because it opens your eyes and educates you on the profession in a way which you would not see if you hadn't completed your internship there. Also, working at South County as an intern gives you skills that you cannot learn in any classroom. Some of these include how to speak to student athletes, how to speak to administrators and other athletic staff, how to engage with individuals who are not familiar with a specific sport or the profession itself. And those are not things that you can learn inside a classroom. That is something that you learn from raw clinical experience. And that is something that you will definitely get at South County. So overall, if I could do it all over again at South County, I absolutely would. It created an environment for myself to thrive. and it made every day interesting as there was not one single day that was the same. I'd like to say thank you again for watching this video and allowing me to share my experiences at South County with you all. Have a great day, and if you're thinking about going up to Northern Virginia for an internship, please consider South County as it is a great internship site. Thank you again.